With the 2016 presidential election really heating up, I had an opportunity to sit down with a typical American family and discuss the current candidates for president. Can you name any of the current GOP candidates for president for the 2016 election?
Courtney, Chloe, Kendall, Kim, whatever your name is, I don't care.
Chris, can you name any of the candidates?
You know, when I call their names, I never get it right.
When you get it right, I don't understand what you mean.
It's so hard with all the Ks, and I'm always, especially when I get excited.
So, Chris, I understand you're an adamant supporter of Carly Fiorina.
I just say it.
Okay, yeah, she's my favorite.
You do understand that all the national polls have her at or below 2%.
My sister does make fun of the percentage stuff all the time, but she has this vision for us and she makes it happen.
So, Kim, you say Carly Fiorina has a vision for us. Can you articulate what that is?
I really believe with anything in life, whatever you do, you might think
Now, Chris, back in 2012, you were a big supporter of Michelle Bachmann. After she lost the nomination, how did that make you feel? How did that affect your family?
It was devastating for the whole family. And you cry yourself to sleep for a few nights. Then you hire a really good attorney and try to make something better or, happen.
Well, Kim, you too supported Michelle Bachmann back in 2012. Anything you want to say about that?
I've made mistakes in my life, for sure.
And you learned a lot from that.
Well, Chloe, can you tell me how that made you feel?
I was pale, I had blonde curly hair. I did not look like them. And I got bullied my entire teenage life. They call me Shrek or an ogre or I'm...
All right, not sure where you were going with that, but let's move on to a more pertinent question. So let's do a quick vote. Who here is going to support and vote for Governor Rick Perry for president in 2016?
Courtney. Me.
Who here is going to support Governor George Pataki for president in 2016?
Chloe.
Okay, and finally, who here is going to support for president Kanye West?
Kim. I knew they were going to say that.
Well, Courtney, do you feel the same way about Kanye for president?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Chris, do you feel like you have to continue to interrupt? What? Do you just want to have the most opportunities to answer questions?
Yes, I do.
Well, I notice your mom interrupts you ladies whenever she feels like you're avoiding a question.
Tell us about it.
Well, Courtney, do you feel the same way about Kanye for president?
Really
I was
hard.
thinking about it. I mean, we'd have to give it to someone else. I'd rather keep it in the family.
Just for the record, none of those men are current candidates for president in 2016. Well, when you're thinking about the upcoming election, what's the number one thought that continues reoccurring in your mind?
None of us think we have talents. Like none of us think we could sing or act.
I just have to cut you off right there. I mean, we're out of time. I really do appreciate your time.
But we're still entertaining people. And you are so funny.
Chat advice.